All right, so today we are looking at 7.3, which is reflections. Can also be called flips or mirror images sometimes. It's just like having a picture here and you are flipping it over a line of reflection to get a different image. So we're going to start this the same as we would start any of these translations, reflections, rotations, and that would be to plot the image or plot the points. So step one is plot the points. So we have A 3 over 5 up. B is 6 over 6 up. C is 4 over 4 up. D is 6 over 3 up. E is 4 over 3 up. And F is 3 over 1 up. And again, you're going to connect those points. And this time, I don't want you to connect the last two. Let's just leave it open just like that. So now what you're going to do is if you look at step 2 here, it says do a vertical reflection by drawing a vertical line through 3 and 0. So I would take out my ruler and on 3 and 0, which would be 3 over 0 up right here, I would draw a vertical line. And that line is going to be my line of reflection. So basically what we're going to do here is do a vertical reflection. So we're flipping this image to this side. So how you do this here, step 2, would be again to start with 1 point. So we're going to do this reflection point by point. What I want you to do with that point that you start at would be to count the distance from the line of reflection. Count distance from line of reflection. And you're going to put the new point. So put the new point the same distance on the other side. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So this right here, we already drew in. That is our line of reflection. And each question will always tell you what your line of reflection is. It's very common for your line of reflection to be one of the axes, so the x-axis or the y-axis. So if we started with A, as you can see, A is right on the line of reflection. So its distance from the line of reflection would be 0. So we're actually not moving that point at all. So A prime is in the exact same spot. Let's write that out. A prime stays as 3 and 5. Then if we were to look at B, B is, let's count its distance from the line of reflection. So 1, 2, 3 spots away from this line. So we're going to go 3 spots away from the line in the other direction and put that as B prime. So 1, 2, 3, and you're staying on the same line. So it's still the same height. It's just got a different distance from that line of reflection for B prime. So our new B prime would be 0 and 6. C prime. We have C is 1 spot away from the line of reflection. So we're going to do just 1 spot away on the other side. And then you're going to write the new points on the side. So our new points for C prime would be 2 over 4 up, so 2 and 4. And on to D. So D is 1, 2, 3 spots away from the line of reflection. So go back to the line of reflection and go 3 spots on the other side. So 1, 2, 3. again, we're on the y-axis there. So our new D prime would be 0 and 3. And E is again 1 spot away. So you're going on the same height, so your y stays the same, it's just your x that changes. So E prime, the x changes to 2, and the y still stays at 3. And our last one would be F. F is right on our line of reflection, so do we need to change it? No, it would stay right there. So F prime would have the same coordinates as F, which are 3 and 1. Now we've got a funky little star there. Okay, so let's look at another example here. That was a pretty basic one. We'll do one more pretty simple one and then one that gets a little bit harder in the next video. So looking at this one, start by plotting the points. And I'm just going to pause the video here and you guys can press play when you're done plotting your points. Okay, so when you have your points plotted, it should look something like this. We have all 4 points in the third quadrant here. So what we're going to do now is step 2, do a horizontal reflection by drawing a horizontal line through 0 and 1. So 0 and 1 would be 0 over 1 up, which would be right there. So you want to draw your horizontal line there. I'm going to use a ruler. You don't have to. You should be able to follow that straight line that they give you. And this is, again, our line of reflection. So we're going to follow the same steps as we did on the last page. This time, we know that our image is going to flip over that horizontal line and end up in the second quadrant there. So you're counting, starting with point A, counting how many spots away it is from that horizontal line. So it is 1, 2, 3 away. So you're going to go 3 up on the other side. 1, 2, 3. And that's going to be our A prime. So A prime's coordinates are -4 and 4. So what you should notice this time, since we're doing a horizontal reflection, is that your X number always stays the same and your Y is the one changing because it's only changing going up and down. So looking at B, count how many away it is from that line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And label that one B prime. So there we have -7 and 6. Looking at C, let's count this one. Distance away from the line of reflection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our new coordinates there would be -5 and 9. And last one, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is D prime. So for that one, we have -2 and 9. Again, we can connect our points, make sure our shapes look similar. And it should look like it has just been flipped over that line there, which it does. So if you're kind of struggling with this stuff, I'd like you to stop here and do some of the CG minus and CG questions. If you think this is easy and you want to go a little bit further into it, watch the next video, which will be called 7.3 Reflections Continued, and we're going to get into a little bit harder ones.